A former Kansas City Chiefs employee is fighting the team, saying he was discriminated against because of his age.
Now, Lindsay Shively spent the day listening to testimony at the Jackson County Courthouse in Independence. She is live now with that. Lindsay.
Well, Mark, prosecutors admit this is not a case where they have absolute proof that someone walked in and said, "Hey, old man, you're fired." The evidence is largely circumstantial. Jurors just have to decide if age was a likely factor when the Chiefs fired 61-year-old Steve Cox.
Steve Cox, the evidence will be in this case, never had one negative performance review ever with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Prosecutors touted the sterling 12-year reputation of maintenance manager Steve Cox. After earning Employee of the Month in 2009 and a promotion in 2010, the 61-year-old's termination a few months later, prosecutors called a shock. Poor performance never addressed.
To manage people, to plan, Mr. Cox unfortunately was failing.
The Chiefs say Cox was fired for giving a raise to an employee without permission. Cox claims he never had to ask before. He was replaced by a man almost 25 years younger who was also a friend of a new executive.
I would say I was shocked and stunned.
But the case seems to rest on what this former employee heard at a directors meeting 3 months after Cox's firing, pointing to the changing culture of the Chiefs in 2011.
Because he was sick and tired of these old entitled employees.
What he was referring to is the old regime.
Was CFO Dan Crum speaking out against the old regime or older employees?
My jaw dropped when he said that.
Why did your jaw drop?
Well, I took it as a personal insult.
Why?
Because I'm old.
The Chiefs were not motivated in any way by Mr. Cox's age.
Prosecutors tell me, Scott Pioli was mentioned several times today. It is absolutely a possibility that Scott Pioli could be taking the stand during this trial at some point. Right now, Steve Cox is suing for damages for wages and retirement lost, as well as punitive damages against the chief. So they say this won't happen to someone else. We're live in Independence. Lindsay Shively, 41 Action News.